Hi, welcome back to All Things Equilateral. Today I'm coming from my son's room because, hey, there's a sick kiddo out there on the couch and I didn't want to be yelling about my Spookathon Tbr while she's trying to get some sleep. So, hope she feels better soon. Anyway, Spookathon Tbr. September just zoomed by and October is half over, you guys. I cannot believe I'm standing in front of you here saying October is half over, but it is. And Spookathon is here. I just don't even know how this got ahead of me somehow, but it did. So many thanks to the following people: Books and Lala, of course, Chelsea Darling, of course, and then Peter Likes Books, you guys, Mr. Spookathon. The girls and I love and have watched Peter's channel for like, I think 2 years now, almost 2 years. And he's just amazing. He's so fun. I'm going to link all of them down below. And oh, and there's one more, and that's Shannon over at Bookerly. So those are our 4 hosts, and you guys, they're so much fun. I just love watching all their videos. They're so well done, and the best part about them is they get super excited. So on with my Spookathon Tbr. You guys, it seems to be the only way that I get things done or books read these days is by doing these readathons. I don't know if you're like me, but this is the year of readathons. So the #1 challenge is read a thriller. I picked Sadie by Courtney Stevens. Now, most of you guys know that this is a book that's been mentioned all over BookTube and Twitter, and I'm going to go ahead and read it as an audiobook. Yes, I just said read. Jen over at Jen Loves Audiobooks. Sorry, I know she doesn't care because she's totally cool. Okay, so here's Sadie. I know you guys have seen the cover before, and this book is about a girl who goes to find the killer of her younger sister, basically, and on top of which a podcast. So think like My Favorite Murder or Serial. These are podcasts that I don't even listen to. I listen to like 2 podcasts, you guys, and that's not one of them, or those aren't some of them. I prefer to watch BookTube rather than listen to podcasts, though there are a few that I've listened to. But a podcast creator also gets a hold of the story, and it becomes, you know, if you will, sensationalized or comes to light via the podcast as well, and gains a greater audience. I've already started listening to the audiobook, and I have to tell you, the acting is phenomenal. The main character that we follow, Sadie's sister, has a stutter, and this comes through beautifully acted by the narrator. I'm really impressed with this book and the narration, as well as bits of the podcast, so we get the podcast as well. Very cool book. So the next challenge is read something with purple on the cover. Now, I think as a group they're all reading Toil and Trouble, which is an anthology about witches, and that should be right up my alley. But I have this love-hate thing with anthologies because most of the time the stories that I actually love I want more of. I don't know if you're like me. So it kind of they leave me disappointed at best, and at worst they're sort of like these character studies or just like a moment of plot that the author drops in, and you're just like, yeah. A book with purple on the cover. Now, this book is written by Catherine Arden, who also wrote The Bear and the Nightingale, which, as I recall, is a Slavic folklore type story, and I have it on my shelves and have not read it yet. But it's a middle grade called Small Spaces. Look at that spooky cover, and it's purple. And this is about a group of kids. It's a mystery. A girl sees a woman throw a book into a body of water, into the river. And she plucks the book up, and then all these things start happening, including this creepy guy called the Smiling Man. Before I started my BookTube channel, I talked about a middle grade book that was also so creepy, and that was Doll Bones by Holly Black. And this plot reminds me kind of Doll Bones. So I'm hoping my youngest and I get to read this together. Okay, the next prompt, in fact, this book is going to cover 2 prompts. One is not set in the current time period, and the other is read a book with a spooky word in the title. And this is A Witch in Willow Hall by Hester Fox. And this book is happens 2 centuries after the Salem witch trials. There's only one witch left in Massachusetts, but she doesn't even know it, says the tagline. Now, most of you know that I grew up in Massachusetts, and I don't know what grade, but we took a trip to Salem. It was like you do, right, when you're in Massachusetts. So in 1821, there's a scandal, and 3 daughters flee their country estate. The estate is sleepy and idyllic, and you know, holds this dark history because I think they were accused of witchcraft anyway. So many centuries later, the family bonds that tie us together, I guess. I'm really looking forward to this. The book is beautiful. It's got one of those soft covers and deckled edges, which I guess there are some people that don't like deckled edges. I'm a fan. And then the last prompt is read a book with pictures. So I looked through all of her shelves, and there's one that Kat's been begging me to read because it gets compared to Stranger Things, and that's Paper Girls Volume 1. So I'm going to read this. It's by Brian K. Vaughan, who also did Saga. And this is a must-read book. I don't know what it's about. I think maybe girls delivering papers. I don't know. Spooky elements. I think so. Let me know what you're going to be reading for Spookathon. I love all the Spookathon TBRs coming up, and I'm hoping there'll be like lots more fun challenges. I know that Books and Lala has a photo challenge that's every single day of October, and she's been reposting some of her favorite photos. I hope to get back into Instagram. I know with our fall break and stuff, I've kind of been posting a lot of family pictures, but hey, if you want to follow me on there, I do post a lot of book stuff, mostly like little mini reviews and what I'm currently reading kind of stuff. So let me know, what are you going to be reading for Spookathon? Are you participating? Are you doing another readathon? Hey, is there one in November? Because I could sure use one. Thanks so much for watching, and give me a thumbs up, won't you? Please click subscribe and hit that bell icon to be notified when I post. See you next time. Good.